Next concept of trigonometry is about the angle. We name the angles as journal angle, and the other thing which we'll learn, the basic angle. Journal angles are the angles which are measured along the x-axis and you move anti-clockwise. This is x-axis, so all the angles measured in anti-clockwise direction along the x-axis is called journal angle. So in this case, so you might have angle in any of the quadrant. If it is in second quadrant, so this angle is considered as journal angle. If your angle is in third quadrant, then you mention in the third quadrant with an arrow, and even the angle is in fourth quadrant, so when you started with the x-axis and move to this fourth angle, so this angle is considered as a journal angle. So all the angles which are measured from x-axis in anti-clockwise is called journal angle. In journal angle, if you are moving in anti-clockwise direction, your angle would be positive. Positive angle and negative angle means might be sometime you have got the answer in form of minus 60 degree. You can see that angle is negative. So in case of minus 60, your direction would be clockwise. You move clockwise along the x-axis just like this. This is x-axis. If you are in this quadrant and you are showing your direction with an arrow, so it's a clockwise direction. So clockwise direction means angle would be written with negative sign. So whenever angle is with positive sign, so direction of angle would be anti-clockwise. If your angle is with minus sign, then direction of angle would be clockwise. Basic angle. Basic angle is always acute angle. This is called acute angle, and projection of angle will be on x-axis. The projection of angle will be on x-axis mean the shadow of an angle would be on x-axis. When we plot a line in the first quadrant, so the projection of this angle is on x-axis and this angle is an acute angle. So all the acute angles along the x-axis are called basic angle. So if you have angle in the second quadrant, then the projection of this angle would be on the x-axis. When your angle is in second quadrant, so this angle is called basic angle. If you spot a light at the top of the angle, so you would find that your projection would be on the x-axis. If you have angle in the third quadrant and you spot a light at this point, so then you would find that shadow of this line would be on negative part of x-axis. It is x-axis. So this would be your basic angle. And in fourth quadrant, if we spot a light at this, then basic angle would be this one. So from all these four quadrants, we have learned that the angle with the x-axis in form of acute angle will give you basic angle. Basic angle is alpha. So in first quadrant, this is alpha. In second quadrant, this angle will be alpha. In third quadrant, this angle will be alpha, and in fourth quadrant, this angle will be alpha. Any angle which lies in the second quadrant, journal angle is equal to 120 because it is along the x-axis, it is moving in anti-clockwise direction, and from the concept of basic angle we know that The projection of this line along x-axis is this alpha. So we can find this angle by subtracting. Basic angle is represented with alpha, and journal angle subtracted from 180 it becomes 60. So you can see that this 60° is on x-axis and acute as well. So whenever you have angle along the x-axis and it is an acute angle, you call it as a basic angle. What happens if you use both angle for trigonometrical ratios? If it is sine of 120, your calculator will give you under root 3 over 2. But if you use basic angle with the same ratio, you'll get the same answer. Sine of 60 under root 3 over 2. Please confirm this answer on your calculator. Why both answers are same? Because when you start your journey from this point and reach at this point, so you will be on this line. Okay, but if you come from this point and move to this line which is called basic angle, then you will be again at the same position. I mean, by coming from both direction you will be at the same point. It means the answer must be same. If we consider any angle in the third quadrant, let us suppose this is 210. The first thing is we'll figure out which angle is a basic angle. This angle is alpha is the basic with x-axis, and we are sure about that at this line angle is 180. So difference of 210 and 180 is equal to 30. So journal angle is equal to 210 and basic angle in third quadrant is equal to 30. So we will find tan of 210, sine of 210 and cos of 210. If you use the formula, then you'll find this is how you attempt. You'll think about the given journal angle 210 and 210's basic angle is 30. Then you write 30 with tan, you write 30 with sine, you write 30 with cos of 30, tan 30, sine 30, cos 30. Okay. Now we'll think about the sign, positive or negative. In third quadrant, tan is positive. Then we'll put plus sign with tan of 30. In second quadrant, sign is with minus sign. Then we put negative sign with sine 30 and negative sign with cos 30. If I consider one angle 315-degree, then I would write that journal angle is equal to 315. What would be the basic angle? Which side? Is this a basic angle or this one is a basic angle? Question mark or tick mark?
So the x-axis, so the tick mark.
Yes, this is the basic angle. Okay, so this basic angle, when you take a complete round, the angle would be 360. You'll subtract journal angle from 360. So basic angle would be found 360 minus 315, it is 45-degree. Which trigonometrical ratio is positive in fourth quadrant? So it's better if you write A S T C. A is for first quadrant, S for sine is second quadrant, T for tan is third quadrant, C for cos in fourth quadrant. So in fourth quadrant cos is positive. If cos is positive, then sine is negative, tan is negative. So from here, if I write cos of 315, then I'll think about the basic of 315. It is 45. When I write cos of 45, then after writing this, I'll think about plus or minus sign. Okay, sine of 315 would be equal to sine of 45. Tan of 315 would be equal to tan of 45. As cos is positive, then I'll put plus sign. As sine is negative, I'll put minus sign, and tan is also negative, again I'll put negative sign. Whenever you have any general angle, so the basic angle would be found from like this. General angle minus 180 when it is in third quadrant. When it is in fourth quadrant, alpha is the basic angle. You'll subtract 360 minus general angle. In second quadrant, alpha is the basic angle and you'll subtract 180 minus general angle. And in the first quadrant, all the angles are general and same angle would be considered as the basic angle.